Halima's heart pounded. She could still hear the hunter's words echoing in her mind. "We caught a pregnant mermaid. We'll get double money." Now she understood. They were coming back for her. And if she didn't do something, this creature and her unborn child would die before sunrise. Halima took a step closer, her fear fighting against her compassion. "Who are you?" she asked in a trembling voice. "And who is after you?" The mermaid's lips quivered. Her voice was soft but filled with desperation. "The hunters," she whispered, her voice breaking. "They found me when I came to the river last night. I was looking for a safe place to give birth. Please, don't let them find me again." Halima's heart broke. She looked around. The forest was still, but the sound of distant footsteps could be heard faintly behind the trees. Someone was coming. She looked back at the mermaid, then at the path that led home. Her body trembled. Fear gripped her heart, but she knew this was a moment that would change everything. Halima's breath caught in her throat. The sound of rustling leaves grew louder. Someone was definitely coming. She turned sharply toward the sound, her heart beating like a drum in her chest. The mermaid's frightened eyes widened. "They are here," she whispered, her voice trembling like a candle flame in the wind. Halima's hands began to shake. She looked at the thick ropes tied around the mermaid's wrists. They were knotted tightly, cutting deep into her glistening skin. The hunters could not be far now. Her mind raced. "If they find me here, they'll kill me too." She glanced at her clay pot lying on the ground, the water still glistening inside. "I could run, pretend I saw nothing," she thought. "I have children waiting at home. Who will take care of them if I die?" But then her gaze met the mermaid's again, those pleading eyes full of pain and helplessness. Tears rolled down Halima's cheeks. Something inside her, something deeper than fear, refused to let her walk away. She knelt beside the mermaid. "Don't be afraid," she whispered quickly. "I'll try to untie you." Her trembling fingers worked at the rough ropes. The knots were tight, and every tug burned her fingers, but she didn't stop. The mermaid flinched in pain but stayed silent, her breath uneven. Why are they doing this to you?" Halima asked softly, her voice filled with pity. The mermaid looked down, her voice faint. "Humans. They want our tears, our scales, our blood. They say it brings power, riches, long life, but it brings only death to us. My sisters warned me not to come to the surface, but I wanted my child to be born under the morning sun, not the dark waters." Her voice cracked. "I thought humans would understand life, but they only see gold." Halima's eyes glistened with tears. She kept pulling at the rope until one strand snapped. Just then, snap! A twig broke in the distance. Halima froze. The sound of heavy footsteps approached from the direction of the mango tree. Men's voices again. "Check behind the bamboo," one shouted. "If anyone finds her before us, we're finished." Halima's blood ran cold. She pulled harder. The rope tore, but not fully. "Hurry!" the mermaid whispered urgently. "They're close!" Halima's hands trembled. Her heart beat thundering in her ears. I'm trying, she whispered, desperate. At last, the rope gave way, and the mermaid's arms fell free. Halima reached for the rope around her tail, struggling to undo the knot. But then she heard the hunter's boots crushing the dry leaves too close now. She turned and saw shadows moving between the trees. "They'll see us," Halima whispered. The mermaid's breathing quickened. Her scales shimmered faintly as if they could feel the danger approaching. "Hide me," she whispered weakly. "Please, hide me until they pass." Halima looked around wildly. There was no river nearby, only tall grass and thick bamboo. Then she saw a shallow ditch covered in fallen leaves. She helped the mermaid and placed her there. "You can lie here," she said. When the mermaid was finally hidden beneath the leaves, Halima quickly threw some branches and grass over her, enough to disguise the shimmering tail. "Stay quiet," Halima whispered. "No matter what happens." The mermaid nodded, her tears glistening like pearls. Halima picked up her clay pot and stood, her chest rising and falling with fear. Just as she turned, 3 hunters burst through the trees. One of them shouted, "Hey, woman! What are you doing here?" Halima froze. Her legs felt weak. The clay pot nearly slipped from her hands. I was fetching water," she stammered. I took the wrong path." The tallest hunter stepped closer. His eyes were sharp and suspicious. "Did you see any strange woman this way?" he asked. "A strange woman, maybe." Halima shook her head quickly. "No, I saw no one." Another hunter sniffed the air and looked around. She could be lying. Let's check." Halima's palms began to sweat. She clutched her pot tighter, pretending to tremble from fear of them, not from guilt. "Please, hunters," she said, her voice shaking. "I am just a widow, trying to get home before my children wake up. I saw no one." The men exchanged glances. The tallest one spat on the ground. "Fine, go," he said coldly. "But if you see anything strange, tell no one. Do you hear?" Halima nodded quickly. Yes, I hear." They walked past her, their boots crunching through the leaves. The moment they moved deeper into the forest,